Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. I finally have a chance to make my haul videos for this week. I'm going to do Friday now and Saturday in the next one, just because I promised, to tell you guys the dishwasher story, and if I try and do the whole weekend haul and that, this video would be very long. So, I'm going to start out with some stuff that I've sold. I know I just put up a sales update video, but I've sold a few things since then and did pretty well on them. So these two slide rules that I bought at the barn sale I went to a couple weeks ago, bought these both for $1 total, sold them for $9.99. And this horse mug I bought at a sale for 25 cents, sold that for $9.99. This is going to Canada, so I just sent her an invoice. I'm waiting for her to pay. This Pyrex Flame set, I bought this also at the barn sale for $4. I think it was 3 or 4. I think it was 4. And it's brand new in the box. And I saw one sell for $65 with free shipping, so that's what I started my auction at. And at the very last second somebody bid and I was all excited, and then I looked at where they were from and they were from Japan. I'm like, ugh, because this thing is heavy, so I knew right off the bat that this would have to go priority because it's over 4 pounds. And I was thinking that the guy was either going to fight with me or tell me, go scratch, I don't want it. It's going to cost too much to ship. But he asked me for an invoice, and I sent him the invoice. The shipping was an extra $50, and within about 60 seconds, he paid for it. Only thing I'm nervous about now, of course, is packing it and shipping it, and having it get there in one piece, which it should. But I'm still going to be nervous about it. But I'd probably be nervous even if it was going in the U.S. The only advantage about that going priority, and it's in a big enough box, is that I can insure it and I can track it. So that's the good part about that. And then the other two things that I sold these yesterday for buy it now prices, were these Gorham Crystal Nativity Figures. I bought 5 of these. I paid $10 for the whole lot of them, and so that boils down to $2 a piece. This guy had a chip down on the bottom, so I sold him for $40 with free shipping. And this guy was in really good shape, so I sold him for $60 with free shipping. So I'm gonna make about 85, I guess, before fees. They're both going to the same person in California, so I'll probably have to send it in a large flat rate box. So not too bad on $2 a piece. And I have 3 others to sell. I have another king that's up for $60. Then the donkey, which is more desirable, is up for $120. And then there's an angel that is up for $130. And I should be able to sell them all at that price. And then the other thing that I sold, which I can't show you because I already shipped it out. I'm going to put a link down below to the completed listing of the items so you guys can see it. Is a large, 48-ounce water pitcher from Fitz Floyd that was decorated all the way around with images from the night before Christmas. I bought it for $1. And I sold it for a buy it now price of $120 with free shipping. So I have been doing the happy dance this week. Been doing really well. Alright, so let me show you the things that I bought on Friday. It rained on Friday. It was really dreary and gross, so I was only able to hit 3 sales. All the rest of them were canceled. The first one I went to was at this really, really grumpy lady's house. I don't know if she was grumpy because she had to move her stuff in the garage, or she's grumpy all the time, but she was not happy. So from her, I got some ornaments. She wanted 25 cents a piece. So I bought these. These are Laurel Birch ornaments, even though they're not signed anywhere and they double as tags. I have done research and these seem to be Laurel Birch ornaments. So I put both of these up for together at $9.99 with free shipping because they're really not worth all that much, but I'll still make a profit. This little guy, I thought he was a Hallmark ornament, but he's not. And you're not going to be able to read this, but down here it says Sherman on the Mount, 1983 AGC, which is for American Greetings Company. So, I think this was from a comic strip or a cartoon back then. So we'll see what happens with him. He's up right now for a starting bid of $9.99. And she had some Chicago Cutlery steak knives that I was thinking about buying. But she wanted $10 for the set, and even though I could have doubled or tripled my money, she's just one of those people that she was so grouchy and difficult to deal with that I didn't want to give her any more money than I had to. So instead of buying those, I ended up buying this 10-minute trainer set. It's got, let's see, the guidebook and the DVD, which is great because I have this, and this 10-minute workouts kick your butt. The resistance band that you put in the door. And there's a workout on the go, and then these are the handles for like the rubber cables, the exercise cables. And it didn't come with the cable, but I do have an extra one laying around here, so I'm gonna get one of those out and include it with the lot. And I should be able to make probably $30 to $50 on this. I paid $2. So I'm happy that I found something at the Grumpy Lady's house that I could make a decent profit on. Then I went to, lady classified it as a retirement sale. She obviously had a lot of time on her hands because everything was tagged and very organized, but she also kind of wanted high prices on a lot of her stuff, so I didn't buy too much. I bought 2 of these mugs. These were $1.50 a piece. I think they're German, and I'll put the name up there of what they are because I can't pronounce it. Starts with a W. It's a big long name. Usually it's printed on the bottom, and it's not printed on here, but when I looked these up, there were a lot of these same exact mugs by that company. Why these aren't marked, I don't know. Maybe they had a sticker, but anyway. Got 2 of those. I got 2 decks of playing cards. These stud playing cards from Walgreens were 25 cents, and they're still sealed. And then these Plymouth, Massachusetts. This is the Mayflower 2 souvenir deck of cards, probably from the, I don't know, 50s or 60s. Those were also a quarter. And then I bought this little guy. I just love him. His name, I think, is actually Pierre. It's called Pierre the Sommelier. He's a corkscrew. And I just think he's cool. I've been doing this with him all week. Like, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. My son says I've lost my mind. I call him Wendell, though. I don't know. He looks like a Wendell to me. It's silver plate. Some of the silver plate's worn off in spots. Otherwise, he's in really good shape. Some of the people who have these up on eBay want a fortune. But I'm going to start them at 20 and see what happens. I only paid 4. So if I make 20, I'll be happy with that. So that's Wendell. And then I went about 20 minutes outside my town to a church sale. I was hoping it would be more of a rummage sale, but it turned out to be a kids' clothing sale. So I didn't get nearly as much as I wanted, but I did manage to find a few things to sell. I did find some stuff, a few things for my daughter, which was good. And then I got this little guy. This is a Ralph Lauren polo teddy bear. His legs are jointed. He's dated 1997 on the tag back here. and he was $3, and he's in really, really good shape. I should be able to sell him for about 20 to 25. I got a Janie and Jack little shirt, size 4T, with this cute little walrus, and this puffin down here is ice fishing. Bought this for I think $1.50, mainly because it was Janie and Jack, which is a really good name. Usually always sells pretty well. I know their stuff retail is very expensive. Then I got this outfit. I think the vest was $1.50 and the shirt was $1. The vest is brand new with the tags, with these adorable little penguins. I so would have bought this for my son when he was 4 for his Christmas pictures. And then right next to it I saw this Baby Gap shirt in the same size, so I bought this to put with it. And this is up now. The shirt was $1. This outfit is up now for $9.99, and I have 1 or 2 people watching it. And then I found this brand spanking new Dallas Cowboys outfit. It's for size 18 months. It's got the onesie, it's got the jacket, and it's got the pants. And this was by Reebok. I paid $3 for this whole outfit, brand new with the tags, which was a really good deal. I think I started it at $30 with free shipping or something like that. And we'll see if we get any bites on it. But that was all I got on Friday. Like I said, it was slim pickings because of the weather. But then on the way home, I stopped at Marshall's, because I stop there sometimes. I do buy things at retail places every once in a while. And there's some mugs that I've got my eye on. I haven't bought them yet. I'm doing a little bit more research. They want $4 a piece for them. But I think it might be worth me buying them, because I could probably double or triple my money on them. But haven't bought those yet. But I did buy my daughter her holiday pajamas, since she loves monkeys. So I bought her these jammies with the little monkeys and the hot cocoa all over them. How cute are those? She's gonna love these. And then I found matching monkey slippers. So I know this has nothing to do with eBay, but I just think it's cute. And she's 7, and I can't do cute for that much longer, so I have to enjoy it while I can. Okay, let's see. I'm going to give you this bear to look at. So this is the end of the haul. If anyone just wanted to see the haul, you can turn me off now. I did tell everybody I would tell the dishwasher story, so here goes. My late husband and I had just moved in together, and it was in the spring, in May, and him and I and 2 other guys we went to school with all moved into an apartment, and for some reason we all didn't have keys yet. Only 2 of us had keys. So me and the 2 other guys had to go to school that day. We all went to school together. We had to go to school that day, and George is my late husband's name. He was staying home. So I didn't have my key, so he's like, "Oh, it's okay, I'll be home. You know, just knock on the door when you get back." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, what are you going to do all day?" He goes, "Well, you know, I don't think since we've moved in here," and we'd only been there a couple days, he goes, "the dishwasher doesn't sound right." Now, at this point, I had no clue at all how mechanically inept he was, or else I would have, like, screamed at him, "Don't touch it." But I didn't know. So he's like, "I'm gonna, you know, look at the dishwasher and fiddle with it and see if I can figure out what's wrong." He goes, "It doesn't sound like the jets are working right." So I said, "Okay." So I left, went on my merry way, went to school, came back, and when I came back, the door was locked. So I knocked on the door, and he didn't answer. I thought, okay, well, this is weird, because I know he's here because his car's in the parking lot. So I knock again, and I finally hear him inside, and he goes, "Hold on a minute." And I'm thinking to myself, what the heck is he doing? So he finally comes to the door. He opens the door up, and I see him standing there with this armful of soaking wet towels. And then on his feet are these enormous, like cartoony looking moose slippers. Now he had a size 13 feet, so you can imagine how big they were. And I'm thinking to myself, why on earth is he wearing slippers in the middle of May? It's like 75 degrees outside. So I look at him, I go, what are you doing? He just gives me this guilty look and he goes, well, I don't really want to talk about it. I said, why are you wearing slippers? He goes, like I said, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, okay. So I go in the house and the first question out of my mouth was, well, did you fix the dishwasher? He goes, yeah, dishwasher's fixed. I said, well, what was wrong with it? He goes, it was clogged. I said, okay. And he didn't want to say much more. So I finally kept pressing him. I go, come on, something's going on. You got to tell me what's going on. So he finally decided to tell me the whole story. And he had taken the dishwasher apart, and he said there was a whole bunch of gunk in the bottom, right below where the thing is that connects the arm that spins around. He said there was lettuce and all kinds of gunk and even a bobby pin stuck down in there. So anyway, cleaned all that stuff out, put it all back together, but he wanted to make sure that it worked the right way. I'm like, okay, well that makes sense. So I'm thinking that he, ran the cycle and obviously he could hear if the jets were working right. No, he didn't want to just hear that it was working right. He wanted to make absolute sure and see that it was working right. So what he did was he took a screwdriver and he jammed it in the top of the dishwasher, like where the door would close, and he jammed it in there somehow so that he could get the dishwasher to run with the door open. Now obviously he was not thinking clearly when he did this. Or at least he wasn't thinking of what would happen once he turned it on. Anyway, he sticks the screwdriver in there, he presses the on button, and obviously he fixed it because all of a sudden, within about 2 seconds, like boiling hot water starts spewing out of this spinning arm and flying all over the kitchen. Well, his first instinct, because the water's so hot, is to run to the back of the kitchen. And he runs to the back of the kitchen, and now he sees that water is flying everywhere. It's on the cabinets, it's on the counters, it's all over the floor, everywhere. And he can't stop it because he's gonna severely burn himself if he tries to go over there and just pull the screwdriver out. So his next brilliant idea, since our pantry was kind of right at the back of the kitchen, was to take every heavy can or whatever he could find and whip it at top speed at the screwdriver to try and knock it out of the dishwasher. So I guess it took him a few tries, and he finally ended up knocking the screwdriver out and the dishwasher stopped. Well, by that time the kitchen is completely soaked, and since we had just moved in there, we either didn't have a mop or he didn't know where the mop was. So he went and got all the towels he could find, and he started soaking up all the water on the walls and the countertops with the towels. And then by the time he was done with that, he started on the floor, but the towels were pretty much done. So he decided to put on his moose slippers and kind of shuffle around the kitchen and try and get more water up off the floor with his moose slippers. So anyway, that is the dishwasher story. And like I said, my husband now, that's his favorite story. He has me tell it all the time because he cannot believe that somebody would actually rig the dishwasher to go on with the door open and not realize what would happen next. But from that point on, I kind of knew to either call my dad or call somebody else before he wanted to, fix something. So that's it for me right now. I'm going to come back and do Saturday's haul for you guys. So thanks for listening and listening to my story, and I'll talk to y'all soon.